Made from scratch soups, hot tossed pastas, freshly baked breads and muffins, frozen yogurts, and more, it's all at Soup Plantation, an industry-defined concept that made its debut in 1978, right when salads started popping up on menus all across America.
And we found that restaurants were increasingly offering salads as an entree on their menu. And it was a trend that was just beginning, and yet allowed us to feel comfortable this is something that could really take off. So we quit our jobs and moved to San Diego.
Michael's business partner convinced him to leave London and buy the two existing all-you-can-eat salad restaurants in 1984.
There was liquor involved.
It may have seemed like a bold business decision, but Michael and his partner knew they wanted to run a people-based business for themselves.
Now, my partner and I were in the consulting business. And while we're working with large, very well-known companies, it's a little frustrating to give people advice and not really have control over whether they acted on it or not. So we really wanted to run something. The second thing was that this business, we realized, was people-dependent. And that was attractive to us because our experience in the consulting industry was that CEOs and organizations frequently weren't very well aligned, and that resulted in a lot of money being left on the table. We wanted to create a different model.
What is this different model that makes 800 guests a day at every one of Soup Plantation's 112 nationwide stores happy customers? It's more than just a few good croutons. We are in the test kitchen.
Yes.
The headquarters of what all the magic happens.
Yes.
What happens exactly in here to get all those different recipes and items to all the different stores that you have?
Well, what we do here is we take benchtop recipes, which are small recipes, small concept recipes, and create those recipes in a larger format so we can feed not only a small recipe would feed maybe a group of 10 people, we can now feed 1,000 people with that recipe. And it's taking that recipe from its small stage and increasing it and trying to keep the consistency and the integrity of that original recipe.
Here at Soup Plantation headquarters, every salad, sandwich, and cookie recipe, once tested as a small batch, is tested multiple times as a huge batch to get things just right.
I think a lot of people think, oh, you're just eating lunch, but it really actually is a lot of details that we're trying to make sure before it ever even leaves here. In our mind, it's an A++.
There isn't a panel of expert chefs testing anything here. Lucky staff members on the culinary team are the official testers, as well as a few amateurs.
Well, it's hot.
Once a dish gets the green light at the test kitchen, it's tested in a few locations where guests send in their feedback. If the reviews are great, the dish makes it out to all 112 stores, but only if it can be fresh.
Well, we work directly with our growers in many cases, and we spec the different vegetables on the bar based on seasonality and which type or variety of vegetable is going to be best at that time. For example, we all know there's many different types of tomatoes. Well, at a particular time of the year, we might serve grape tomatoes because they have the most product integrity, have the most flavor. A different time of the year, we might switch to Romas. So it's really all based on the quality that we have of a particular vegetable, a particular crop at any time of the year.
Soup Plantation buys all of their food in a raw state from local farmers and makes every recipe at a local central kitchen, if not directly at each and every store. It's the farm-to-table concept.
Because we're making our food from scratch, which very few places do, and from a cost end, that's always the most economical way to do it.
I think what makes it work is that people have enormous choice of great tasting food, and they can choose and choose and choose again. And then they feel generally really good about what they ate, and it tastes fantastic.
A different, great model is one thing, but Soup Plantation's approach to food appeals to a wide array of diners.
The number of people who are knowledgeable about healthful eating has broadened dramatically, so a lot more people are interested. Kids find it just a really fun place to come. Families love it because they know their kids can enjoy it, they're not going to squawk about it, and they're going to feel good about what the kids ate. The parents are going to find stuff they really like. The parents, bring the kids for the mac and cheese, but they get to eat the mac and cheese too, and they really like that. I mean, sometimes we would like to say it's everyday eating, everyday dining. You can really come back to our restaurant every day and enjoy it and feel like you're taking good care of yourself and still have a wonderful meal experience.
So what's next for the everyday dining concept that's not your everyday kind of business?
Lots of growth.
Growth.
Yeah, we have a really amazing brand and amazing products. I think there's lots of opportunities for us to build more restaurants around the country, and I think there's other opportunities for us to deliver our products to our guests.
Opportunities that can only be fulfilled by one simple request.
Yes, please go eat in my restaurant.